Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ravi.
Yeah, hi guys. Good afternoon, everybody. So, shall we start our session now, guys? Everyone is ready?
Yes, Ravi.
Yeah,
Yes.
We
yes,
are
Ravi.
ready.
Yeah,
Okay, so today we are going to start a JDBC authentication, guys. Okay. Yesterday we saw that what
Yes,
in memory, right? In memory authentication, but today we will see that some noise is happening. I think
yeah,
Venkateshwar, I think your side only. Okay. So today now today onward, guys. Okay, today onward, right? Just for the like what I given in memory authentication means what? In memory authentication means just I give an overview. If like a picture will be there in your brain, right? Then anyone can develop what security kind of application. That's why I given in memory authentication. But from here onward, reality is started, guys. Be careful, do the practical every weekend, right? Whatever things is going on, because if anybody started to giving the interview, right, in interview if the person will ask, right, if you are not prepared well about that one, right, then because of that one or two questions you guys will not get selection, right? So just only one things, guys, in the IT industry, if you want to become rich in less time, only IT is and a software engineer stream is there, right? Because compared to software engineers, no one is there, like within the 3 to 4 years of experience, you are getting 10 lakh 20 lakh package, right? 10 lakh 12 lakh package, like that, just because of 2 to 3 years of experience. Based on this experience, just if anyone can tell me, like in any other streams engineer, like electric engineer or anyone, they if they having the 10 to 20 10 year 12 years of experience, then they are reaching to 18,000 per month, like right there, like that. So just like, but if the anyone is giving this much packaging, little bit things they want, right? Little bit, at least these things. So just do the hard work, guys. Okay. Hey, good afternoon, Manjulata. So we are in the we are there in the right place, as well as right in the right path also, guys. Okay, except that don't stress your brain.
yes, Ravi.
Nothing need, right? Just for a small amount hard work need, guys. Okay. So Puspendra, whoever is trying, right, to maintaining gap as experience, just only one things I'm telling to those people, just
Yes, Ravi.
Yes.
right. So be active yourself now, guys. Let's begin our session now. So now yesterday we seen what is that in memory authentication, right? Come on.
Yes, Ravi.
Right,
Yes.
right.
In memory authentication, today we are going to see that what JDBC
JDBC.
authentication, JDBC authentication now, guys. But before that, in the database, right, in the in memory, like what is that, how we are storing the data? Plain text only as a Sandeep, right? Because we used what is that, noop, yesterday the people are remembered,
Yes,
Yes.
Ravi.
right? We are using the
Yes,
noop,
Ravi.
right? We are
And
using the
yes,
noop. Okay, good.
no.
How many Manish Singh? Okay, Manish. So when which year you are passed out year, can you tell me? Passing year, can you tell? 2021 20, still you are the fresher, man. Try as a fresher, right? Until unless 2022 student will not come in the market, you are the fresher. If you want to maintain gap as experience, so you can maintain it 1 year, because you got your certificate in May or June, right? I think 2022 you are getting, right? May or June you will get, you got, right? Yeah. So May and June, now May is completed, right? May and June, now this year freshers also will come in the market. So still you are the fresher, right? Still you are the fresher, but if you want, just tell, right? Take the help of 1 minute guys, because I need. Okay, so now let's start it. Okay, so today but storing the plain text, guys. Okay, storing the plain text in the database, right? Storing plain text in the database, that is the not good things, right? That is not good things. What we need to do, we need to encrypt this password, right? We need to encrypt this password and we need to store in the database. Then what will happen? Then the things will work, right? We can store the Sandeep also. Just assume that in the future, if anybody hacking our database, then they can get, right, they can get what is that, what is the password now. If the password is
Yes,
encrypt, if the password in unreadable format, no one can read now. Other people can read it.
no, cannot
No,
read.
no, right? So fine now, guys. So here good. So first, what is that? We will our Spring Boot using what is that? Password encoder, right? Password encoder. But first, what we will do, let's first, what is that? First let's understand what is that. What is the password encoder, right? What is the password? What is the password encoder, right? What is the password encoder? Password encoder is what is that? Instead of what is that, means just nothing but password encoding means what? In, in, instead of storing plain text right, password in the database, so it recommended to store encoded password, right? Come on.
Yes,
Instead of what? Storing what is that? Plain text, right? Plain text password, plain text password to plain text password in database. Password in what? Database. It what is that? It is recommended to store what? Store encoded what is that? Password. So how we are in encoding, right? What is the encoded? What is the meaning of encoding? What is the meaning of encoding, guys? Encoding means what?
Other format, other
Encode.
format of
Yeah,
Unreadable format.
encoded means what? Converting readable, right? Readable password to what? Unreadable format. Right? So now what I'm going to do now, the yesterday we developed one application now, guys. In this application only, what I'm going to do now, just what I'm writing one test class with main method, guys. Okay, one test class with a main method here itself only, right? So which application? This one only na. Inside that I'm writing one main method, right? Just let's write here itself. Test with main method, right? So just what we will do it now, some name we took na in the application, what is that? In the configuration file, right? Okay, so what we will do it now, these these passwords, right? These password I will encrypt it, guys. Okay, this password, what I will do it now, I will encrypt it. Okay, so how we can encrypt it now? Spring Boot is given what? Spring Boot is given what? One decrypt password encoder, right? Decrypt what? Password encoder. So 1 minute, Control Shift T. That is the interface. That is the implementation class, but it's password encoder, right? Yeah. Password encoder is an interface. Who is the given this interface now, guys? Password encoder is interface. Who is the given now?
Spring Boot people.
Spring Boot people, right? Spring framework is given this
Yes,
one,
sir.
right? Inside that, what one method is there? What is the method now? One abstract method is there. What
Encode.
is the method? Encode, right? Encode.
Yes.
Encode. So if you want to see its implementation class, right? If you want to see its implementation class, encoder implementation class, 1 minute. What is the bcrypt implementation class, right? Its implementation class name is what now, guys? What is the class name?
Decrypt password
Password.
encoder.
What is that? Implementation, right? Implemented, what is that? Bcrypt password encoder, right? Come on.
Yes, Ravi.
In that,
Yes, Ravi.
in that abstract method, where that abstract method is there, encoder, right? That encoder method is overridden or not? Come on.
Yes, Ravi.
That method is overriding
Yes.
here, right? That method is overriding. Okay, good. So now what is the relation between those classes? So what is the password encoder? Password encoder, that is what? Interface, right? That is what?
Yes,
Interface. After
Ravi.
that, its implementation class name is what? Bcrypt.
Decrypt password encoder.
Bcrypt
Password encoder.
bcrypt password encoder, that is what? Class. Inside that, what is that? In both, what is the common abstract method?
Resolution.
Sorry, common abstract method, which one will
Encode.
encode the password?
Encode
Is
method.
code method, right? Encode method. That encode method also overriding here also.
Yes, Ravi.
So between this interface to this class is what is the relation now, guys? What is the relation? Is a relation is there now, because implementation is there.
Yes, Ravi.
Is a
Yeah.
relation is there. So using this class, right? Using this class, what we will do it now? What we will do it now? We will encrypt, right? We will encrypt. See, encryption is there, but decryption is not there. You will not find what is that decryption. Control Shift T. What is that? Bcrypt.
Password.
What is that?
CRY.
Bcrypt.
CRY. BCRY.
Why, Ravi?
Yeah. Bcrypt password encoder, right?
No decoder.
So decoding is not there, only encoder is there. Control Shift O. What is that? See this? Anywhere you are getting method?
No, Ravi.
Encoding is there, matches is there, upgrade encoding is there,
No
but
decoder is there.
no decoder is there, right? Means what? Decoding will be
Yes,
not
Ravi.
there, right? Decoding will be not there. So what we will do it now? I'm taking the one string, right? In the string, what I'm going to take now? Let's take name. And what is that? What is that? We need to decrypt. What we need to decrypt? Sandeep, right? I'm decrypting the Sandeep. Sorry, encrypting the Sandeep. So how?
Encrypting, Ravi.
Encrypting the Sandeep, right? So what we will do it now? Bcrypt, right? Bcrypt.
Password encoder.
Yeah. Bcrypt password encoder.
Password equal to
encode equal to new
Password encoder.
bcrypt encoder. Now here what we will do it now, encode, we will encode it, encode dot what, encode, right? Encode dot what, encode. What we need to encode it now, this name we need to
Name.
encode it, right? And this method will return what, string
String type.
string data. If you want to see this, if you want to see out data, right? So if you want to run this one, you will get what, you will get encrypted data. See this, Sandeep is becoming like this much big, right? So now copy this one, I'm opening the notepad. Here what is that, Sandeep na, because we need to store these things in the database, that's why I'm taking. Another one is what,
Manjulata.
Manjulata, right?
Yes, sir.
Manju. So next one is what, just take here this one, save it and run. Now this is the Manju. Another one is,
Pushpa.
yeah, yeah. So this is the encoded format Pushpa. Okay, this is the encrypted data. These are the encrypted data, guys. Okay, so same like, but before performing what, Spring Boot security, what we need to do, we need to do some database setup, guys. Okay, database setup. So
Yes, Ravi.
shall we do it, the database setup now?
Yes, Ravi.
Okay, so in what I'm going to do, I'm using what is that, MySQL. In that in MySQL, what I'm going to use it, it is there, yeah, SQL Yoga. Okay, graphical,
SQL Yoga.
yeah. So my password and username is root only, right?
Root. Yes, Ravi.
Okay, so here what I'm going to do now, I'm going to create one database.
Database.
New connection. Not new connection, right?
New connection.
New connection only, right? No, new connection. How we can create new database? Why? Here we will take right click, create database, right?
Yes, Ravi.
So you pass what we can take, username pwd. Okay, database name I'm taking this one only. Okay, so inside that, what we will do it now, we will create one what,
Table.
table, right? So
Yes.
create table. So inside the table, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take what is
Username.
that, field name, data type, right? So first I'm taking what is that, user id,
Username.
user id, right? So data type I'm taking int, data type I'm taking what, int. Okay, so another one is what I'm taking now, next one is what, length, let's give 20, right? Length, let's give what, 20. Here what is that, user name I'm
Can
taking,
you
right?
repeat?
Username. Okay, username I'm taking. So here data type I'm taking what is that, varchar,
Yes, Ravi.
varchar, right? Size I'm taking what is that, 20. Username.
UID is primary key value.
Okay, no issue. Okay. So
Mhm.